The following tools are required. Before you start, unplug the unit or turn off the power supply. Make sure to support the door or have someone there to help you. Fully extend the dryer door open. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the 4 hinge screws. Pull the door away slightly and use a flat blade screwdriver to remove the wire harness connector cap located at the top, shown here. Untwist the cap's wire tie from the wire harness connector and set the wire harness connector cap aside. To help keep organized, place screws into a small cup or container until needed. Depress the lock tab to disconnect the wire harness connector. Be sure to clamp the wire harness connector with a clothespin or twist tie to keep the wire harness connector from slipping into the cavity. With the door removed, lay it face down on a protected surface. Remove the 2 screws on the door strike, along with the door strike, and set them aside. Remove the 2 screws on the door frame cover, along with the door frame cover, and set those aside. Now move to the other side of the door where the hinge assembly is located. Remove the 4 screws and set them aside. Lift and remove the hinge assembly cover and set that aside. Carefully lift up the hinge assembly, exposing access to the wire harness connector. Depress the side lock tab to disconnect the wire harness connector from the hinge assembly. With the hinge assembly removed, rotate it 180 degrees and place it on the opposite end of the door frame and reconnect the wire harness connector. Tuck the wire harness connector away to install the hinge assembly in the recess. Secure and fasten the hinge assembly cover with the 4 screws previously removed. Rotate the door frame cover 180 degrees and place it on the opposite side of the door along with the door strike. Use the remaining 4 screws previously removed to secure both the door frame cover and door strike. Be sure to use the long screws for the door strike. Next, remove and reverse the following cabinet components. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the 4 cabinet screws and reinsert them on the opposite side of the cabinet. Using a flat blade screwdriver, remove the lower wire harness connector cap and depress the side lock tabs to remove the wire harness connector. Use a clothespin to clamp the wire harness connector to keep it from slipping into the cavity. Take the same wire harness connector cap and reconnect it to the upper right wire harness connector. Once connected, set it back into place. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the 2 screws on the latch assembly. Then take a flat blade screwdriver and remove the latch assembly. Rotate the latch assembly and reinsert it on the opposite side of the cabinet and remount the 2 screws. Your cabinet components are now reversed and ready for the door to be remounted. Make sure to support the door or have someone there to help you while you reconnect the lower wire harness together. Once connected, remove the clothespin and slide the wire harness into the cabinet and remount the door using the 4 screws previously removed. Now take the cap cover and rotate it until it fits perfectly into the lower hinge opening and snap it into place. Open and close the door several times to make sure that the latch functions properly. Plug the unit back in or turn on the power from the main circuit. If you wish the door to open in its original configuration, follow these steps in reverse.